I'm Sally Morrison, a WGTV member, and I'm here today with Claire Smith and Eleanor Martin, two of the individuals who helped spearhead Wareham Hurricane Sandy Coalition, a band of Wareham residents and businesses and organizations who are working collaboratively to help the Guyan Rescue in Oakwood Heights, Staten Island, and their efforts of their community who are banding together to help their community deal with the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy. So,
yes, and the way we got started was Claire and I were at a meeting for another committee of an event that's coming up in town, and we got to talking about what had happened in Hurricane Sandy and the need for us to step forward and do something to help. And what we thought was that we would try and find a community that was similar to our own Wareham community, and that's where Claire stepped in and started doing some research, and she came up with the name of one and some contacts, and it's taken off since then.
Can you give us a little backstory of Guyan Rescue and how they've become our new best friends?
Well, initially, Sally, I reached out to several areas in New York. I have a son who is a deputy fire marshal who has several friends that are on New York Fire Department. So I reached out through New York Fire Department, through a battalion chief, who gave me a couple of directions in which to head. And I picked up the phone and made contact with friends of friends, knowing that, you know, I could trust who I was talking with, who put me in touch with Karen Tyrone and Derek Tabaco, who were just two people who live in the neighborhood who, the day after Hurricane Sandy, took out their grills, brought them out to the sidewalk and started cooking for the neighbors because they had no power, they had no way to cook meals. And as a result of that, everyone just started coming to their little grill and talking about what they needed to do and what the needs were. And then they ended up just putting up a pop-up tent because more people were coming along, the weather was still bad. And they decided that they wanted to get together and work on their neighborhood to restore, repair, and rebuild. Initially, in any kind of a disaster, people are quick to rally the troops and send things knowing that you need everything. But we wanted to specifically target something that they generally would not receive, and asked, what can we do for you? And she said, our immediate and dire need is fire extinguishers and carbon monoxide smoke detectors.
What else, since that request came through, are they also looking for?
The top items on their list are cleaning supplies, gloves, non-latex gloves in case anyone has an allergy to latex, the N95 masks, which are the small masks that are similar to like a painter would use, or if you were using household chemicals that you would put on to protect yourself, because they are cleaning out mold. There's a constant disposal of the gloves and the masks, and they're going through them constantly. They're Windex, paper towels, any kind of cleaning products that would assist them in cleaning out their cabinets and their anything that took a lot of surface dirt and wind from their windows being blown in or that kind of thing. So they're looking for cleaning supplies as their second most need.
And then there were also cameras and gift
Disposable
cards.
cameras. We wouldn't tend to think of something like that, but I do remember years ago we had a personal incident where a car drove through our garage, and the first thing we did was to take photos of it, and it was actually a good thing because when it came time for insurance purposes, in order to document the damage, we had actual photos to show what was done. So this is another thing that they're looking for, is disposable cameras, so that as they're cleaning things, they can take pictures of their goods that got damaged, any household furniture that got damaged, or anything that got lost outside in the yard. When you have photos to show the insurance company, it really can document what your losses are. And
Gift cards?
Gift cards. And they would appreciate if someone might be willing to donate $5 or $10 gift cards to places like Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King, CVS, Rite Aid, just something that they might be able to put in a little gift bag and pass on to someone in need.
And WCTV has joined the coalition and is bringing its talent and its technical experience and equipment to keep our community updated weekly on what the needs are and the changes are, and to kind of get to know this community of Oakwood Heights better. And to do that, we will have public service announcements like this periodically on air, giving you updates. The community bulletin board will have information if there is a fundraiser or something else that is added to the list. And also, some of the members will be joining on shows like Your Daily Gumbo, or have a segment on Who, What, Wareham. So we will be all over our airways, and we're also going to be providing communication via WCTV's website. The actual link to Wareham Hurricane Sandy Coalition will be maintained on the WCTV website. And to get there, it is www.warehamtv.org. And a lot that was shared today will be up there. There will be updates of what the specific needs are, because they change weekly. There will be links to the websites that are in New York, and that includes the www.guyan.org.
It's Guyan Rescue.
GuyanRescue.org. And they have a Facebook page, as does WCTV. What we would like to, that we think would be awesome is if we get as many people as possible in Wareham to go on and like those people. I'd like to see it up to over 1,500 by the end of the week, with the message that we are aware of them. We're in there for the long haul after they're not on the front page and on the nightly news, that for as long as it takes and whatever it takes, we're going to be there to help them out. So we hope you might consider joining us in some way, shape, or form in the future.